Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Monday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Stagehouse Tavern in Mountainside, New Jersey. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. As we're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Sigh of disappointment. The roller coaster ride. Our good friend Vinny Parisi was at Madison Square Garden tonight. Devils gain a point, but lose to the New York Rangers. Scotty, lots of stuff to talk about. Fans here at Stagehouse Tavern, lots of people showed up for Arlette, for the podcast and all, and they had a lot of comments, came up to our table. And we'll go over that a little later, but I'll turn it over to you, Scotty.
All right, yeah. Apologize for the delay, everyone. We had some technical difficulties there getting everything connected, but we are here, rocking and rolling on this Monday. And yeah, I'm sure everyone is pissed off. I'm a little pissed off right now as well. Cranky times over here, watching the Devils lose. 11-game road winning streak comes to a close by the hands of our arch rivals over there. What a sucky way for it to end, but it happened. Let's talk about it. Rangers and Devils, game number 28 on the season over there at MSG. Miles Wood is back. Vitek Vanacek is in net. And the Devils came out swinging there in the first period. Two really quick goals at 3:05 and 4:46 of the first. Devils were using their speed to create multiple turnovers, and then they finally got the goals. One going to Nico Hischier, his 13th, which was really a face-off win by him in the offensive zone. And Jonas Siegenthaler throws the puck at the net and somehow finds its way through a maze of player bodies all over the place and just takes a little ricochet off of Nico Hischier and into the net for his 13th goal of the season. Siegs gets his 10th assist. Look at that. The Siegenthaler starting to rack up the assists over there at 3:05 of the first period. And then the second one, woo, baby, was that a pretty one. Jack Hughes making some turnovers happen there in the neutral zone, getting the puck, comes into net. Now, they've taken the assist away from Jack Hughes, so I'm assuming they went back and saw that maybe one of the Rangers had touched it when Jack was trying to pass it across to Dawson Mercer, who we did connect with. And, actually, no, wait. That was the second Jack Hughes goal. This one was Mercer behind the net. And then feed and Hughes, right? Man, I don't even know anymore. I'm so confused and so annoyed by the way this game ended up.
Do you need some assistance, Scotty? I'm here for you. Here at
Thank
Stagehouse
you.
Tavern.
No. Hughes did set up. Hughes definitely set up Mercer, but I think someone else must have tapped it before it got over to Dawson Mercer, who slammed it home for his 8th of the season at 4:45 minutes into it. Devils were looking. They were looking hot. They were looking good, just the way we wanted to. We had recently talked about them slumping in the first. They came out like a ball of fire after Thunder's game, and they were making the magic happen. However, after that, about halfway through the first period, they really kind of went back into their first period blues, and they didn't have a shot on goal in the last 10 minutes of the period. And then right at the end, we've seen the Devils many times taking advantage, but in the last 3 or 4 games, we've seen other teams, we've seen the opponents getting those late period goals, and it's Chris Kreider right at the end of the period, 18:25 of the first, to get the Rangers on the board, which put the crowd back into it. Devils up 2-1 going into the second period. And the Devils came back out swinging once again. When that period started, they were going good. Mercer had a shot off the post. But then they ended up, taking a penalty They got pinned in for a while. Rangers were getting some momentum. Vitek Vanacek was doing his best Dominik Hasek impersonation at one point during that penalty kill. I think it was Dougie. Might have been Dougie, or I don't know if it was Marino. Ended up getting a clear of the puck just as Eric Haula was coming out of the box. And what a weak roughing call that was put on Eric Haula. I must have missed it. And I don't know. Maybe the ref needs a little pair of these over there, because I don't know what roughing call was happening on that play that he got called on. But either way, he comes out of the box and gets a nice little breakaway there. But Shesterkin is up to the challenge and stops him. But then Jack Hughes creates a turnover in the neutral zone, picking the puck from Lafreniere, turn it over, and then he like the Batmobile or Top Gun. That's more relevant. Top Gun this year. He went all Maverick style and put on the heaters and stormed his way into the Rangers zone, and he was able to roof a backhand shot on Shesterkin into the net for his 15th of the season, like the superstar that he is. Man, was that a great goal over there. If you didn't check it, if you didn't see it, make sure you check it out on the highlights. Hughes is 15th from Mercer, his 10th assist, and Dougie Hamilton on there gets his 15th assist of the season, backhand at 11:05, and the Devils are up 3-1, and you're liking the way they're going. And then Jesper Bratt was nice getting back on defense, playing well, playing smart, had a great stretch pass to Jack Hughes, which drew a penalty. The old penalty shot. Thought Jackie Boy was going to put it in, but tried to put the move on, and it looked like his stick kind of got hit by Shesterkin's stick, and the puck rolls off before Jack can he made a move going to the right, and he wanted to put the puck back in on the left-hand side through the 5-hole, but unfortunately, with the sticks hitting, the puck rolls off, and that is the end of the penalty shot right there. And then we know what happened after that. Trocheck scored late, 13:58, and then Kakko scored, 7 seconds later at 14:05. So at 13:58, power play goal, and then the Rangers score 7 seconds later. Ugh, man. And I had it out here in LA. The game wasn't on ESPN Plus. It was on NHL Network. So I had to listen to friggin' Sam Rosen, almost had a heart attack again because the Rangers actually scored a power play goal. So that sucked. The third period, the Devils they were playing pretty good. They got a number of shots. However, the Rangers, I think the game plan and the video and everything is out on how to try to play the Devils. And the Rangers did a really good job in the third period, not letting them through the neutral zone. And it's going to be one of those things a la Mr. Martin Brodeur, where, Vanacek did not face a number of shots, but he's going to have to be. And sometimes it's really hard for a goaltender to stay in the game, not facing a number of shots. I just want to look here. In the third period, the Rangers had 4 shots. 4 shots in the third period. The Devils had 9. Yet, I don't know about you, but I felt like every time the Rangers were in the zone, I was getting a little bit nervous because they were finding a way to stop the Devils' transition game and the outlet passes come the third period. In the start of the third, the Devils were on fire again. It looked like they were using their speed, and I was like, oh, here we go. The boys are gassed up. They're ready. Are the Rangers going to be able to stop them? Well, they kind of neutralized them and didn't let them really get set up in the zone. The Rangers kept dumping it in and chasing it and playing the body, and it worked to them. I mean, they had 32 hits to the Devils 19 on the night. So overtime comes. You know how it is, 3-on-3 usually goes to our advantage. But this time, it looks like Jack Hughes couldn't get back on time. Damon Severson was kind of, I don't know, he was in position, but he was kind of watching the puck. And, the Rangers rip one home past Vanacek, 2:15 to OT, just after the Devils had a quality opportunity as well that they missed on. Rangers win 4-3. Long day. Technical difficulties here had to listen to Sam Rosen, and then the Devils lose in overtime. Man, what a craptastic Monday that is over there. Ugh, I was pissed. I know you're probably pissed out there, Devils fans, but this is going to be a good wake up for our boys because, like I said, I think the film is out, the video's out on how to play these guys, and they're going to have to make some adjustments and really turn it on and start playing those 60-minute games again. We've been seeing them where, like, the lights kind of go off a little bit for maybe 10 minutes, and then, oh, they pop back on. Oh, there they are. But then it kind of goes dim again. Oh, there we go. Jack Hughes is out there. He decided to wake everybody up. They need to get that 60-minute game going. I don't know if that's, some of the injuries catching up. Maybe the schedule is obviously getting a little tougher here on this stretch. Other teams are really getting into midseason form. But I really think it's, teams have seen the tape. And they've kind of starting to figure out different ways that they can play the Devils and try to neutralize that speed. It's not the first time in the history of the NHL that there's been a really, really fast team. So there's plenty of game plans out there to try and stop that. And the Rangers were successful. Shesterkin, they hit a couple posts, but Shesterkin played well. But yeah, this was a really disheartening. They got a point, but you want that too, especially in the division, especially a team like the Rangers, who obviously it's the arch nemesis, arch rival, the Joker to our Batman. But it's a divisional game. The Rangers now won 4 in a row. They stopped the Devils from setting an NHL mark. This would have been our 12th straight road win. Scoring 7 seconds apart. I mean, there was just so many things to get ticked off about if you're a Devils fan. Did they play horrible the entire night? No. But did they play those 60 minutes and the 4 lines like we've been used to seeing? Not the way it was during that streak. The loss of Bastion, I think, has really shown. Moving that 4th line up to the 3rd line position is also really shown as well, because now the 4th line with Holtz and Boquist and Sharangovich hasn't really been producing. So it's kind of, there's a little bit of a hole there, and it's really starting to show. Maybe Palat's leadership not being there might be showing here on these tough games. And the Rangers are going to hit you. It's a rival game. The Islanders are going to hit you. It's a rival game. They both have really good goaltenders who are going to be able to save their team. I mean, the Rangers' whole team last year was Kreider and Shesterkin. So, when you face these goaltenders like that, you really got to bury your chances. And we said this the last time the Devils played the Rangers, where they let them stay in the game. And they were able to, squeak it out last time and win the game. I think it was 5-3, but this time they let the Rangers come back. Twice they had 2-goal leads, and they let the Rangers come back. The scoring within 7 seconds of each other. And I don't know if you can really fault Vanacek on. I mean, those were. I don't know what you would expect from him on those goals either. I mean, there were 2-on-1s, wide open nets. There was no way he was getting across to make some of those saves. Yeah, not the way you want to celebrate the old Monday at the Stagehouse Tavern in Mountainside, but happy to know that a lot of people were down there. I know Shorts Guy had a little merch table set up and everything. Our friend Arlette was singing, doing some DJing. So it was fun for a while, and I will say the game was fun, but it would have been a lot better if we won in the end. That would have made me a lot happier if we won in the end. Then it might have been worth it. But these problems now are starting to become a little consistent. The slow first periods. And when you look at it, we got outscored. The second period's been our period, but we got outscored in the second tonight. 2-1. Kakko and Trocheck versus just one Jack Hughes goal. And they had some opportunities, but they didn't bury them. So it's a definite disappointing game, especially because it's against the Rangers. And now the Rangers have won, 4 in a row? The Capitals are starting to win games. This division is no joke. The Devils have banked a good portion of wins and stuff like that and points, but they cannot take their foot off the gas pedal. They have to keep on pushing through this entire season because these teams are going to keep on grinding it out. The Islanders are not going away. The Rangers are going to be there as well. They have too many good guys on this team. With Kreider and Panarin, Zibanejad, Shesterkin, Adam Fox. They got a lot of good guys there. The Capitals are the Caps. Ovechkin's not going anywhere. TJ Oshie is not going anywhere. They are gonna be solid by the end of this season. They're gonna be pushing for that playoff spot. Carolina, we got to play them soon. Florida, I mean, well, that's different, but I mean, like, it's gonna be tough. The Devils cannot take their foot off the pedal. They had some good moments, but overall, man, you really wanted them to finish this game off early in the third period and jump up on the Rangers, get that 4-3 lead, try to get that empty net goal late in the game, and ice it out the way they did last time, but it didn't go down that way. Shots on goal for the Devils, 6-13-9-1 for a total of 29. We haven't done a raining pucks in quite some time. For the Rangers, 7-11-4-1 for a total of 23. So they kept the shots down like they've been doing, but that is something to look at for the goaltenders, is they're going to have to really stay in the game. Look at that, 4 shots in the third period. That's high-pressure situations right there in a tie game, and you're only getting 4 shots. Sometimes, I know Shorts Guy said it before, I'd be rather getting a bunch of shots. So I'm just in the groove and I'm going. You know, when goaltenders got to stand around for a while, makes it more difficult. So Devils dominated in the faceoff circle, 59% to 41. They were 0 for 2 on the power play. They led up that power play goal that I believe Sam Rosen had his like 800th heart attack when he was trying to announce it. I think that's why I'm so pissed off, is I had to listen to the Rangers broadcast out here in LA. 32 hits to 19. Man, we're still getting out hit. 13 blocks for the Rangers, 10 for the Devils. Rangers had a lot of giveaways in that first period. The Devils made them pay twice, but didn't get any more. And they had some really good opportunities there. 18 giveaways for the Rangers. And they still won the game. 9 for the Devils, only 3 takeaways. The Rangers had 10 takeaways themselves. So they played a lot better after that first 10 minutes. You got to kind of like, you got to acknowledge that, as much as we hate to, but the Rangers played a lot better. And you knew, much like the Islanders the previous game, that the Rangers, after losing to the Devils the last time, had this one marked on the calendar. They were going to be ready to try and win this game. Division, rivalry. That's a 4-point swing right there. 2 for them, none for us. Important games that went by, and we got to nip this in the bud. This is 2 games now in a row. We got a point. All right, we got a point. But that's 2 losses in a row, Sam Wu. We don't like seeing that. That's what we saw too much of the past couple of years. These 3, 4, and 5 game losing streaks. I don't even want to talk about what it was last year. But that's not what we want to get back to. They got to come out. Who are they playing? And they play Dallas tomorrow, which is going to be no easy task at home. This schedule is rough, man. Like, the only thing they got is really Philly. After that, they got Florida. Then they got Carolina. Then they
Philly's
got
tough. And by the way, Philly's
tough too. It's a rival game. Yeah, it's a rival game. You know, but that's like their only, like, kind of like, quote unquote, easier game. Florida, Carolina, Florida, Boston. I don't care. Pittsburgh has got Sidney Crosby and Malkin. I don't care. That's a dangerous team. And then after that, it's Carolina again.
Yep.
And then they got Detroit and St. Louis, and then back to the Rangers, and then back to Carolina before they come out here to the West Coast. And I know Anaheim and San Jose aren't that great, but the Kings are playing a lot better this year. Seattle's playing a lot better this year. They got a tough road ahead of them. And so they got to really start making some adjustments and figuring out why they seem to be kind of going to sleep at certain points during the period. And they got to get rid of that, and they got to go out there and fight a 60-minute game, Sam Wu, and let all four lines got to roll. I've been all about Alexander Holtz, but if he ain't going to cut it, then, I love that shot. I love that he actually checks people on that fourth line because he's a bigger guy, but they got to create more. We've talked many times about Sharon Govich being way too streaky. Solid penalty killer over here, but he's down on the fourth line right now. Jesper Boquist, again. Kind of, sometimes he's invisible out there. That fourth line has been a hole. It was the third line. Now it's the fourth line. So they got to straighten this out a little bit here and clean it up and start going. Because like I said, these games aren't getting easier. For the next 3-4 weeks, it's gonna be a test. It's gonna be a test. So I'm cranky because I had to listen to friggin' Sam Rosen and Micheletti. No offense to them, they do great if you're a Rangers fan, but I prefer hearing Dano and Spalding over there. Maybe I should have just turned on the radio and listened to Chico over there and just turned the volume down on my TV. Blah, it's a power play goal. Oh man, I swear I think he's gonna have a heart attack every time he says that. I'm actually legitimately worried for him every time the Rangers score a power play goal because I'm not sure if he's gonna make it through the call. But either way, Sam Wu and everybody on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. And Arlette and everyone at the Stagehouse Tavern. Very thankful that we got down there to hang out. And to everyone that came down there, we really, really thank you. This is Devils After Dark exclusively on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Let's check in with the king of the football calls, Sam Wu. Is it raining out again in New Jersey?
Oh, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out all of our internet issues in the past hour.
No, we
made it. We made it. We figured it out. I mean, I got here to Stagehouse Tavern today. It was a good time. Don't get me wrong. It was a good time. We always figure, Shorts Guy and I, we always figure out how to have a good time. The game started out well. It was almost a little bit opposite what happened last time the Devils played the Rangers. Last time they were down 2-0, the Devils. This time around, they were up 2-0. If I'm not mistaken. But the Rangers slowly creeping back. But I think the turning point of the game, I thought, was Jack Hughes had a chance to put the dagger in them with the penalty shot. And it actually rejuvenated the Rangers, the crowd, down 3-1, wasn't 4-1, and the Devils collapsed. And suddenly it's 3-3. That 7-second stuff, again, this is a reoccurring bad habit from this team. They got to get back to basics. I think there's a lot of truth to the fact that Nathan Bastian's out, and they had to compensate for him, where you're putting the fourth line, the BMW Z Series line on the third, and the fourth line with Holtz and Boquist. Basically, the young kids, it's really not cutting it right now for the Devils to be an elite team, and you can't really roll four lines like that. So, again, what is the solution? What is the answer? Well, Tom Fitzgerald did a good job in this past offseason, but there's clearly a lack of depth when it comes to the beef. And the bottom six, you're only as good as your the players that you put out on the ice at that given moment. But the bottom six right now, I think it's kind of the difference maker why they didn't win this game than winning this game. So also, some of the penalties called, it's like, all right, but, good teams always find a way. They almost had it there in overtime at times, but you know what? They didn't execute. They didn't put the puck in the back of the net. And once the Rangers had an opportunity and, you let teams like that hang around, they're going to take advantage of it. And that's exactly what they did, Scotty. I mean, they just took advantage of all the things that the Devils gave them. And you're right. There watching video, they're watching the Devils, and they're figuring a way how to slow them down. The Devils are not wearing down teams. They're actually getting worn down. And that's why you see some of these lapses, some of these lackadaisical plays, some of these things where, look, they got the point. I get it. But they need to they do not have enough where they don't have to play a 60-minute game. They really need to. And you can also, it begs the question, the system that Lindy Ruff runs, and I'm a Lindy Ruff proponent, but is it a sustainable system? Do you need to roll 4 lines? Right now we're seeing glimpses of last year, some of the mistakes. But this is also a learning lesson. We can't – good teams, when good players go down like Palat and Bastian, they find a way. They find a way to win. And they didn't execute. I'm not going to harp on Jack Hughes. I think he's an awesome player. But it would have been nice if he buried that penalty shot. He knows it. He was jerking around with the puck, doing the side-to-side slow motion. Once you get too fancy, just shoot the puck, Jack. Just use your God-given speed and skills and just put the puck on net. No need to go against Shesterkin. If he's going to save it, he's supposed to save it because he's the greatest goaltender in the world, then just put a shot on net. That was just kind of, just bothered me. Where he didn't even really get a full shot on that. So,
no, he didn't. No.
With that said, I thought Vanacek played decent. I'm not going to fault him for the loss. And some of the penalties that were taken. Again, you got to be a little bit careful. You should be aggressive, but you still have to be a little bit careful. Some of the calls.
Hollow one was terrible.
Well,
that was terrible.
But I wasn't talking about that one. I'm talking about others. But they're going to cost you. They're going to cost you. And momentum is right now on the Rangers' side. Now they've won 4 straight. I said this on the Woo Report that the Devils were kind of in the crossroads right now. Now they're kind of, slowing down a little bit. At least they got 1 point, but they didn't get 2 points the other night. Now they got to play Dallas, second half of a back-to-back. So, it should be interesting what will happen tomorrow night, how they will react. Do they have enough gas in the tank against a very, very good Dallas team right now who apparently has a Hart Trophy-like player on their team right now that's having a great season in Robertson. So
I'm wondering if there might be a little shakeup on this team, coming soon. I don't know. We got other prospects and stuff like that are down there if we're gonna have people out for a little while. And I gotta look at what his recent stats are, but Zetterlund was really producing there in the beginning of the season. He's kind of gone quiet a little bit.
What about Jesper Bratt? Has he gotten quiet?
Jesper Bratt, well, he didn't score tonight, but he's been on the score sheet. But he hasn't gotten a goal in a while, I feel like. Or maybe he has. I feel like Bratt, Hughes, and Nico they've all been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
But the secondary scoring that we were getting has seemed to just kind of dried up there a little bit.
I'm trying to think. Close but no cigar.
Holla, he's racking up assists, but he's only got 1 goal on the year.
Yeah.
Wood got dinged up the last game. McLeod hasn't really been producing. There was a time there during that streak that fourth line, they were all having point streaks.
Yeah.
And when you got that going on, that's a completely different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mercer as I feel like has actually improved his game since getting off of that third line and starting to play with Jack. But something's got to change a little bit there. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a little shake up there with that fourth line. they're really
Well,
missing
I think they
Bastion.
should get one more chance for tomorrow, and if
Oh,
and if,
yeah. They'll get another one tomorrow.
but if not,
if
then
they
change it up against Philadelphia. I mean, tomorrow, again, it's there's only so many adjustments you can make.
Oh, yeah.
these type of
And that way they
situations.
can get a practice and everything like that. But either way, they can't do this. They got to play a full 60-minute game.
Yeah,
That's what they were doing when they had their streak going, and when they were coming back and they were beating all these teams and they were playing at the top level. They can't. It's tough, and it really stings just because it's the friggin' Rangers.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Everybody wanted this game, especially after the Islander game. Everybody was really looking forward to the Devils coming out and winning this game and showing, the league and everyone else that, we are for real.
Yeah. And it's the 30-day challenge that started on Friday. Right now, they're 0-1-1 with 1 point. There's still time. It's just a matter.
There's still time.
It's just a matter of making the adjustments. But boy, tomorrow's going to be tough, Scotty. It's going to be tough, and we'll have Game Day Live tomorrow and Devils After Dark after the game. Scotty, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, tomorrow I may not be around for the Devils After Dark. Sam Wu might be going solo. It might be Sam Maverick. We were talking Top Gun before. Sam might be going Maverick tomorrow. I got a vet appointment for old Winston, so if I can get back here, I'll be watching the game in the car on my phone and everything like that. When I'm at the vet appointment, if I get back in time, then it'll be all good. But the old bulldog over there has got the old vet checkup tomorrow, get a couple shots and stuff like that. So, might be a solo Sam tomorrow.
Maybe
on Devils After Dark.
Maybe.
I might have to join you once you finish the game wrap up. Maybe you'll throw to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
You'll have the nice monologue, and then you'll be like, well, let's go check in with Scotty. We'll do a little role reversal.
Yeah, maybe you'll do the football calls.
Watch it happen. Watch Burrito actually get on the scoreboard tomorrow,
Yeah. And the king of the football calls, Scotty of SiriusXM, with the call.
Well, I hope this game pisses them off the way it's pissed off us fans, because I know every Devils fan really wanted that W tonight.
Yeah,
and they did not want to be taking home just 1 point. They wanted the win.
Yep.
And they didn't want it to go to OT either. They wanted the Devils to finish it off in regulation, which they've been so good at this year. But they got to stop going to sleep at periods. They got to stop giving up those late goals. Those are killers for momentum. It's just happening way too much over the past 4 to 5 games.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll get another chance tomorrow at home, which we're going to be on at American Whiskey, of course. We're at the Stage House Tavern in Mountainside with our Let tonight. And then tomorrow we'll be on the old screens over there at American. Are you going to be down there, Sam? Or
No, I wouldn't be.
Not tomorrow. Not on a school night, right?
Yeah. It's tough to do one, but now do back to back. I'll do it for the confines at the bunker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get a W tomorrow, and again, it's not going to be easy. The Stars are a good team.
Yep.
They are a good team out there in the West.
Yep.
I think they're this. If I'm not mistaken, they're this. I mean, Vegas is kind of like high and above everyone else, but the Stars, I think, are the next best team out there in the West.
Yep.
So right now, until Colorado maybe gets healthier, but this is going to be a tough task. But if you're going out to the game, support our boys. Let's get them back on the right track. All right.
Yep.
60-minute game to roll these 4 lines. Maybe Lindy does a little shuffling of said line combinations tomorrow to get a little spring in their step. But they got to come out. Oh, is Winnipeg? Oh, thanks, Max. I didn't even know that. Winnipeg is in front of the Stars at the moment. Okay.
Okay.
But
is that
yeah,
what ATM
and oh my
means
goodness,
at the moment?
Stars lost to the Pens, so they're going to be hungry. Yep. Thank you, Wyatt. And oh my goodness, yeah, I mean, these lines I think need to be shuffled a little bit. I don't know about Boquist. I would love for Holtz to be playing better. I think he's close, but it's definitely not there yet.
Well,
so we'll see what happens in the near future. If they get a win tomorrow, then okay. But if they lose again tomorrow, don't be surprised to see, a little change here and there.
Yep.
All right, Sam. Well, we almost forgot. We got to get to you versus Woo.
Well, I was trying to get to
predictions. Our score predictions brought to you by BetStamp.app. We were all wrong because we all had the Devils winning. I know I had the Devils winning 5-3. What did Vinny have? I can't remember.
13-0.
13-0.
He didn't submit his pick, so
Oh, okay.
But it got a good roar from the crowd here at Stagehouse Tavern that Vinny predicted.
And
13-0.
What did Sam Woo go with?
I think something like 6-3.
6-3? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all off. We all sucked on this one.
Also, this guy Patrick from Montauk Brewery, who came here early when I was setting up, and he wanted to give me his pick of 4-3 Devils. So I wanted to put that out there. Listens to the podcast.
Wrong team. He got the teams, unfortunately, mixed up there. And, we all wanted it the other way. But hopefully they can come back and get out there and play that full 60-minute game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because the tape is out. You got to make the adjustments. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. The team, this is the National. These are the best players in the world. They will figure out how to play against you.
And the Devils will need to make the adjustments to counteract.
Yep.
Yeah, the adjustments that other teams are doing. And you know what? They need to get back a little bit. They need to get back to basics. The outlet passes, a lot of home run passes, they're just getting broken up. I understand that you're trying to stretch the ice and go north-south, but, you can't be doing that all the time. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. So let's see how they do tomorrow. We'll be back. Well, Sam will be back. I might be here. If the game goes into OT, then I'll definitely make it back. But Devils and Stars tomorrow night from the Rock. If you're going, check out some American whiskey beforehand and afterhand for Game Day Live, Devils After Dark, and, adult beverages.
Yep. Want to thank all those here at Stagehouse Tavern. Thank Tom, Arlette, all the people that came here, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live. Thank you for all your donations. Till next time, let's go Devils.